All right, coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup. All right, so here is the accomplished judoka, and given that judo background, DC, she's just got a lot of interesting trips and takedowns in her arsenal, and she really has applied those very well to mixed martial arts.
She does a really good job of striking into the clinch. She throws.
You ready? You ready?
Well, after a scintillating knockout in her UFC debut, here she is getting ready to make her second UFC start. She certainly made a lot of noise that night. She was all the rage on Twitter and social media. Now she'll try to keep it going. Now she's fighting someone who the fight fans are even more familiar with. You gotta think she's really confident, though. When you have a UFC debut like that, you show up in the big show, and you send your opponent out of there in that fashion, there is no greater source of confidence. We'll see if she can keep it going here tonight. Oh, pretty good series of punches by her there. She certainly has found the range early tonight.
She can box with anybody in the world, and she's showing that tonight.
Just missed with the left there.
Oh, that hurt. You can never know what you're gonna see with this young lady. Is she gonna finish the fight?
Wow. Oh!
Oh! Can't
Oh! Oh! Huge right hand!
No! Oh my God!
Oh!
Oh man, these are hard.
Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
Wow!
That'll get the crowd on its feet. A near-perfect land to end the fight for her here tonight. Just the way she drew it up, she had her focus on the knockout, and that's exactly the way this fight ends. I'm not even sure the opponent saw the shot coming. They oftentimes say it's the shot you don't see coming that spells your fate, and that certainly spelled her fate here tonight. Well, there she is. Man, did she have it going here tonight as she gets the huge Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 59 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Ronda Rousey.
Well, Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup. All right, so here she is, one of the best wrestlers in this or any division. You hear a lot of parents say, I gotta get my daughter in jiu-jitsu. How about getting them in wrestling? You turn out a product like this.
By having that wrestling approach, she possesses something different. She's constantly on the forward. She understands the ability to train. The way that your body starts to respond to being fatigued, she has done that since she was a very little girl.
Yeah.
And the beauty in the wrestling is that as a kid, she didn't just wrestle girls, she wrestled little boys.
Right.
So now as she's competing in the female divisions, she understands competition across all genders. The ability to compete is what carries this young lady to being so dominant in her performances.
She is so gifted in transition. It'll be a pleasure to watch her work here tonight. She has a difficult matchup in front. All right, so here is the accomplished judoka, and given that judo background, DC, she's just got a lot of interest.
You ready? You ready?
Well, her last win by knockout will be a tough act to follow as round one gets underway here. She really busted onto the radar of UFC fans by knockout. Oh! Back to the feet. All right, first round is underway. Many people expected a big storyline, and this one would be her jab. She's got a decided reach advantage here tonight.
She is very long, she is very tall, she is very knowledgeable. Look for her to circle on the outside, pop, 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 the jab, and then let the big right hand or the big left follow.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Right hand punch to the clinch.
And she's doubling up on the jab there. They're certainly getting after it early. Ooh, diving punch lands.
Can't take pictures now.
Unbelievable!
Oh! Woo! What a fight!
That was a good stoppage by the referee. She was not effectively defending herself, and the opponent was doing some real damage. It became a dangerous situation. I think it's the right call by the official, and she will live to fight another day. We go right inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliates.
Coming up next, it's the UFC's Women's Bantamweight Division matchup. Well, she is about as accomplished a submission specialist as we have in this.
Ready?
All right, round one is underway. As many of you know, this fighter has won her last 3 fights, all of them by devastating knockout, each one more impactful than the last. You put together a highlight reel like this, and all of a sudden the masses want to watch your big knee. Back to the feet. Oh! Back to the feet. Oh, big knee there. Wow!
You can never know what you're gonna see with this young lady. Is she gonna finish the fight?
All right, she's got the full mount here, DC. It's hard for me to remember a time in which you were fully... That's it! Oh! And there comes the stoppage!
Over! Oh my goodness!
That was a good stoppage by the referee. She was not effectively defending herself, and the opponent was doing some real damage. It became a dangerous situation. I think it's the right call by the official, and she will live to fight another day. All right, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision. All right, coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup. Well, her last win by knockout will be a tough act to follow as round one gets underway here. She really busted onto the radar of UFC fans by knocking out her last opponent. So now with momentum and the winning streak in tow, she will try to do it again. Got to get a win here, and certainly a finish would be useful as well. Well, she lands the punch there. You know, it's one thing to have an edge in reach. It's another thing to take advantage. Nicely done back there. Oh, big knee!
Can't take pictures now.
Oh, huge right hand! Gets up again here, but hurting. Vicious combo there. And they're exchanging leather early. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Man, she's got some good ground and pound and putting that part of her game to good use. Oh!
She is so a diverse striker. That big strike landed, and it looks like she's gonna finish this fight.
Rousey's trying for a Kimura here. Nicely done. Oh, we're getting a finish here. Wow. All right, she's right into side control right now, and a lot of fighters would prefer the half guard, but she does some pretty good work here.
She does good work in the side control. She likes it. A lot of people will not even pass the side control anymore because it seems like you're giving your opponent an out. But she loves the fact that she has such a great ear.
Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
It's over! It's over! What a fight!
Well, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. Absolutely flush on the land, and I'm not even sure her opponent saw it coming. So sometimes it's the strike you don't see coming that spells your fate, and ultimately it goes in the books as a big knockout win for her here tonight. All right, we take a look back at some of the pictures from this one, and she had it all going on tonight, but certainly her boxing was on point.
Her boxing always is what allows her to dictate the pace of fights. Finally, she landed the strike that ended
The official decision is now in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup.
You ready? You ready?
Well, her last win by knockout will be a tough act to follow as round one gets underway here. She really busted onto the radar of UFC fans by knocking out her last opponent, so now with momentum. Oh!
Oh, nice combination.
Oh, she's really using her reach advantage to great effect here tonight. Lands the punch. Well, she's really putting it all together on the feet, DC, staying busy and certainly staying accurate.
She's known for her hands, and this is why.
Well, to no one's surprise, oh, big knee!
She is such a diverse striker that big strike landed, and it looks like she's gonna finish this fight.
Oh! Her ground and pound is on point here. She's made this a focus to make these strikes count. Certainly doing that tonight.
She's making each and every one of them.
Wow. Wow. And that'll do it.
It's over. It's over.
If you're trying to send a message to the rest of this division, that is how you send it. So a near perfect shot for her to end the fight. She had this crowd behind her all night long. And I'm not sure how many other fighters in this division could have absorbed that strike and stayed in the fight. A near-perfect land to get the knockout win here tonight. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliotta has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 32 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, round